Hey there, are you ready to become a Monopoly Go master? This week I'm sharing the best Monopoly Go tips to help you dominate the board and outsmart your opponents. Whether you're a beginner or looking to level up your game, these tips will give you the edge you need to win big. The first thing is know the basics of Monopoly Go. So before diving into any strategies, let's cover the basics of Monopoly Go. This game has all the classic Monopoly elements you love, but with a digital twist. You start by rolling the dice and moving around a virtual board. Each space on the board has a unique function, and understanding these is key to building a solid foundation. In Monopoly Go, properties play a central role. As you move around the board, you'll land on various properties that you can purchase. Each set has a specific color, and collecting all the properties in a set allows you to build houses or hotels, which increases the rent others must pay when they land on your property. Besides properties, you'll encounter chance and community chest spaces, which can give you unexpected advantages or setbacks. You'll also encounter unique tokens and power-ups along the way. Learning how to use these effectively is essential for gaining a competitive edge. Mastering these basics helps you make informed decisions about where to move, what to buy, and how to manage your resources. With these fundamentals down, you're ready to move on to more advanced strategies. The second thing is to prioritize property sets and upgrades. One of the most effective ways to dominate Monopoly Go is by focusing on property sets. When you own all properties of the same color, you can start building houses and eventually hotels on them. This drastically increases the rent other players have to pay when they land on your spaces. So to get started, aim for high value sets, like the orange or red properties, as they offer a good balance between cost and return on investment. These mid-range properties are often landed on, so upgrading them quickly can yield significant income. Once you've completed a set, decide on a building strategy. Initially, building houses on all properties within the set is often a better strategy than maxing out one property. By spreading out your upgrades, you increase the likelihood that opponents will land on at least one of the developed properties. As the game progresses, consider upgrading one property fully to boost rent. Don't ignore less expensive sets like the brown or light blue properties. Although they bring in less income, they're cheaper to upgrade, and a fully developed set can still bring in substantial rent. Balancing between high value and low cost sets is key to controlling the board. The third thing is to use your tokens wisely. Tokens in Monopoly Go offer special advantages and can be game changers if used at the right time. Tokens can help you move strategically, avoid costly spaces, or even gain extra income. Some tokens are one-time use, while others have a limited number of uses, so planning their use carefully is crucial. So let's just say, for example, if you have a jailbreak token, you can use it to get out of jail without paying a fine. This can be beneficial if there's a lucrative opportunity you want to capitalize on right away. Alternatively, free parking tokens can protect you from costly taxes or fees, giving you a financial cushion when you need it the most. So evaluate your tokens at the beginning of each turn and think about how they can support your current strategy. Are they low on cash? Maybe it's time to use a token that helps you skip an opponent's high rent property. Are you close to setting up a property set? Use a token to land exactly where you need to. Tokens add an extra layer of strategy to Monopoly Go, so make sure to integrate them into your gameplay effectively. Holding on to tokens can be tempting, but using them strategically can often make a bigger impact on the game's outcome. The fourth thing is mastering the art of trading and negotiation. Trading is a big cornerstone of Monopoly Go strategy, and knowing how to negotiate can give you a huge advantage. Successful trades often mean the difference between winning and losing, as they can help you complete property sets, get out of debt, or block your opponents. To negotiate effectively, always consider the long-term benefits of a trade. So ask yourself, will this trade help me complete a set? Will it prevent an opponent from completing theirs? If you're offering a trade, try to anticipate the other player's needs. Maybe they're desperate for cash and willing to give up a valuable property at a discount. When someone proposes a trade to you, evaluate it carefully. Sometimes declining a trade is in your best interest, especially if it means preventing an opponent from completing a set. At other times, you might negotiate for a better deal, especially if the proposed trade doesn't benefit you enough. And definitely don't be afraid to make counteroffers. Trading isn't just about property, it's about controlling the board. Be strategic and take every trade seriously, as each one has the potential to shift the game in your favor. The fifth thing is to keep an eye on your opponent's progress. In Monopoly Go, being aware of your opponent's strategies is just as important as focusing on your own. Regularly checking on their progress includes their cash reserves, property sets, and levels of development can give you valuable insights. Knowing where they stand can help you anticipate their next move and adapt your game plan accordingly. So let's say, for example, if you notice that an opponent is just one property away from completing a high rent set, you might want to take preemptive action. You could leverage a token or propose a trade that disrupts their progress. Alternatively, if they're low on cash, you might focus on upgrading properties they are likely to land on soon, maximizing the chance that they'll have to pay a hefty rent. Pay attention to how much cash other players have on hand as well. If someone is flush with cash, they might be gearing up for big purchases or upgrades. Knowing this can help you decide whether to play more defensively, keeping extra cash in reserves, or to focus on acquiring the properties they might need. Overall, the key here is to think several moves ahead. If another player is building aggressively and acquiring properties quickly, it might be in your best interest to adjust your own strategy. Consider holding on to properties they need, or focusing on accumulating cash so that you can afford to make powerful moves when the timing is in your favor. Observing your opponent's moves and adapting in real time gives you the upper hand. Staying vigilant and responding strategically, you'll be able to thwart their plans while solidifying your own path to victory. The sixth thing is to manage your money carefully. In Monopoly Go, managing your money is just as important as acquiring property. Early in the game, avoid spending all your cash on properties and upgrades. Keep a reserve of cash for unexpected expenses like landing on an opponent's property or drawing a costly chance card. As the game progresses, consider your spending carefully. Investing in properties and upgrades can yield long-term gains, but only if you have the cash to cover immediate expenses. Always have enough cash on hand to handle short-term challenges without selling off valuable assets. Strategic money management can keep you in the game longer and increase your chances of winning. By balancing between spending and saving, you'll be in a better position to capitalize on opportunities and withstand setbacks. The seventh thing is to leverage the chance and community chest cards. Chance and community chest cards add an element of surprise to Monopoly Go. While you can't control which cards you draw, understanding the types of cards available can help you prepare for potential outcomes. Some cards will give you extra cash, while others might require you to pay fines or move to a specific location. Take a few moments to remember which cards have already been drawn, as this can give you a sense of what to expect. So for example, if the expense fee card has already been drawn, you can relax a bit when drawing from the deck. You're going to want to take calculated risks when drawing these cards, but always be prepared for the unexpected. By understanding the potential impact of chance and community chest cards, you can make more informed decisions throughout the game. The eighth thing is to use jail for your advantage. Jail time isn't necessarily a setback in Monopoly Go. In fact, it can offer a strategic advantage, especially later in the game when avoiding opponents' high rent properties is beneficial. When you're in jail, you won't be landing on other properties or drawing chance cards that could cost you money. So if you have a solid portfolio of properties generating income, consider staying in jail for a few turns. You can still collect rent, but you're protected from landing on costly spaces. This can give you a break to build up cash reserves or plan your next moves. Knowing when to stay in jail or get out immediately is key. Early in the game, it's usually best to get out quickly, but later, it can be a safe haven from your opponent's rent traps. Use jail strategically to minimize risk and maximize your income. And there you have it. With the best Monopoly Go tips, you will be well on your way to start mastering the game. Start applying these strategies today and watch your Monopoly Go skills soar. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips and to help you win big.